The Denver Nuggets have certainly turned a lot of heads this season as they are becoming one of the best teams in the NBA. Many people have been skeptical about this team, but they have proven their dominance by already having beaten quality teams like the Raptors, Warriors, Thunder, and Lakers, and they are well on their way to being a top seed in the West come playoff time. The Nuggets have proven that they are title contenders this season, and they have an opportunity to be the NBA's next dynasty. In this video, we're going to look at the 3 big factors that continue to fuel the dominance of this team, and the first and most important key to their success has been their star center, Nikola Jokic.
Where the fish keep their money? The riverbank.
He's taken the league by storm, averaging 18.2 points, 10 rebounds, and 7.3 assists per game on 48% shooting. The only other players in NBA history to put up stats like this are Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson. Jokic is also the only center since Chamberlain to average 7 assists per game, and the crazy thing is, Jokic is only 23 years old. This is only his 4th season in the NBA, and he's already putting up crazy numbers, and he's finally starting to draw the attention of NBA analysts, such as Charles Barkley, who recently said,
I told you, I'm all in on the Denver. I told you that a month ago. Not only that, the Joker should be the front runner for MVP.
Okay.
Now I understand that Jokic isn't necessarily a household player yet, but he definitely deserves to be in the MVP conversation as he's easily the best player on one of the best teams in the NBA right now. He also has a usage rate of only 25.5%, which is good for 44th in the league. The fact that he's putting up these insane numbers with a relatively low usage rate is incredible, but it also means that the Nuggets' success has much to do with his supporting cast, especially the backcourt of Jamal Murray and Gary Harris. Murray and Harris are 2 of the most underrated players in the NBA, but they have been out to prove people wrong this season. Combined, they are averaging over 33 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals per game. And what's even better is that Murray is only 21 and Harris is only 24 years old. This is a backcourt that will be around for a very long time and can complement nicely what Jokic brings to the game. And they aren't flashy, they aren't going to give you many highlight reel plays, except for this one.
Jokic. Harris, good if it goes! Denver wins!
But they know how to move the ball effectively and can play fundamental basketball. And that's something that Coach Mike Malone has instilled in this team, that in order to win basketball games, you need to be able to do the basic things like rebounds and keep possession of the ball. And when you look into the advanced stats, you can see that the Nuggets have really taken this message to heart. The Nuggets rank 7th in defensive rating, 3rd in assist-to-turnover ratio, and 1st in rebound percentage. They also have the 5th slowest pace in the NBA, which means that relative to their opponents, they don't get that many possessions per game, but they are able to make the most of the possessions that they do have by taking good shots and playing good defense on the other end. And that's what separates the Nuggets from the rest of the NBA, because while the Nuggets are a very young team, they are content with staying patient and running their half-court sets and getting good shots. When you look around the NBA, a lot of young teams love to run the ball in transition and try to score quickly, but the Nuggets want to run their half-court sets, move the ball around, and get a good shot. And that's what really separates them from the rest of the NBA. Now, the Western Conference is full of great teams this year, with every team except for Phoenix vying for a playoff spot, so it might be too early to tell if the Nuggets can make a deep run. They have had a lot of issues with injuries, with players such as Isaiah Thomas, Michael Porter Jr., Will Barton, Gary Harris, and Paul Millsap all missing time. Some of these players, such as Isaiah Thomas and Michael Porter Jr., have not played at all this season, so the return of these guys could mess with team chemistry. Especially when you consider someone like Isaiah Thomas, who needs to have the ball in his hands to make plays. His return could impede the Nuggets' stellar ball movement that has given them so much success this season. However, while these injuries are issues that plague them this year, the Nuggets are definitely set up to dominate the NBA in the next few years. Everyone is talking about the 76ers and Bucks as having the potential to be the NBA's next dynasty, but the Denver Nuggets have a star in Nikola Jokic, a great backcourt in Jamal Murray and Gary Harris, and great role players that make them almost as good as anyone in the league, and they definitely have one of the brightest futures in the NBA. And with that, this video comes to an end. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you think the Nuggets have a shot of being title contenders in the next couple seasons? Do you think Jokic should be an MVP candidate? Comment below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content because there's a lot more on the way.